Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So we got the latest firmware on the PL18 EV, but we seem to have an issue with the actual timer setup. So if you set it to throttle, it works until you power cycle your transmitter. So I'll bring you in, give you a close-up look at what we've found with this, and then hopefully get this video over to Flysky and see if they can come up with some solution. I think this one's going to need a firmware update again. So we have our PL18 all set up with timers. We've got timer 2 set to start, stop and reset, which all works. We've got timer 1 where we've got this set to throttle, but it won't do anything regardless of where I have that switch. So if we go into timer 1, we have a look. We've got J3 set to start the timer. We've then got the switch set so it'll stop it, and we've got the switch set so it'll restart it. So if we come out, it's already started. We can stop it, we can reset. Then as soon as we start as throttle again, we've got as timer going up, stop and reset. So that all works every time. So we've got no problems with the actual config. It works absolutely fine each time. But we then get the problem if we power off. So we've touched nothing else on it. Power it back on. So if we flick to as timers, the one set to a switch, start, stop, reset. So as countdown timers functioning properly. We've got no issues with that. If we go to as throttle, nothing whatsoever. Stop and reset. Back to as throttle, nothing. If we go into config, we've still got it set to J3. We've still got SWB for our stop and SWB lower for us reset. If we just click into this and click straight back out as timer starts, stop and reset, and then on as throttle, start, stop and reset. Just by going into it and clicking onto that, not even changing the assignment, not changing throttle position, nothing at all, and then it works. But again, if we power cycle, so if we go straight back to our timer menu, nothing at all. Yeah, the one set to a switch works perfect. And if we just tap into it, we go into this, don't touch anything, come out, timer's already started. And it doesn't matter where you set the throttle to trigger it, it does exactly the same. Every time you restart, you have to go back in to this menu and you have to flick onto it. As soon as you come off, the timer then functions as intended. But restart it, you've got to go back into that menu. So Flysky, we definitely need a firmware update for the PL18. Because this functionality is pretty much broken. The only way you can reliably use a timer is to have it set to a switch. You can't have the throttle trigger in it. As soon as you restart, it then doesn't function anymore. But let's wrap this one up. So there we have it. The timer issue on the latest firmware of the PL18. It's a bit unfortunate this. It's a nice transmitter. I feel like it could see a bit more love with firmware updates than what it's actually getting. It's pretty similar to the PL18 EV, which is getting quite a lot of new updates, but this one, not so much. But yeah, Flysky, really need a fix for this, because it makes the timer functionality from throttle trigger pretty much unusable for anybody. But yeah, thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. Hopefully you find this useful, entertaining, or just like listening to my incessant ramblings. But don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and catch you guys again in the next one.